Hi there, Andrew here from DevCycle. In today's video, I'm going to be walking you through the process of adding your first feature flag to a project using DevCycle. For today's demo, I've put together a little React app, and I'm going to be wrapping a new Gmail integration feature in a feature flag that I'd like to roll out for testing with my users. Now, of course, you can use an existing React project that you have, or really any project that has a feature that you'd like to add a feature flag to. But if you'd like to use the project that I'm demoing today, you can find the link to the GitHub repository in the description below. So we've got a project, we've got an account set up over on DevCycle. Let's get started. Now, when you log in over on DevCycle, you should be seeing a Getting Started banner that looks something like this. If you don't, you can always click on your profile image in the upper right-hand corner, click on Quick Start, and you'll see this Getting Started banner, which walks you through the three-step process of getting started with DevCycle, creating a feature, evaluating a variable, and viewing results. Now, once you're ready to get started, it's as simple as clicking on Step 1, Create a Feature, here in the banner. All right, so like I said before, we're going to be creating a Gmail integration feature, and as soon as we click Create Feature, Step 1 is complete, and it'll automatically bring us over to Step 2, Evaluating the variable, and bring us down to our targeting rules. Now, right now we only have one environment, our development environment, set up, and we want to set this variation to be off for all of our users once we add the flag. Fantastic. So once you see that edit saved prompt, your feature flag is ready to go into your project. But the project still needs to be set up with the SDK for DevCycle and for the language that you're using. Now, as I said before, the project that we're working on in the demo today is going to be a React project. So we're going to need to install the React SDK. To find out how, head over to the DevCycle docs and you'll get all of the installation instructions there for any of the SDKs you'd like to install. I've already used npm to install the React SDK on my project, so we're almost ready to go with adding our feature flags to the project. The other thing we're going to need is going to be found over here on the feature page when you scroll down to the very bottom, and this is going to be the code sample. So first thing you're going to need to do is select the environment, which for us is going to be our development environment, your variable, which for us is only the Gmail integration available, and the last thing you're going to need to do is change this to your SDK language, which for us is going to be React Client. Now, these import statements are going to be really important for us, but what we're going to need for our demo today is going to be this environment key. And I'm just going to copy that. And once we have that, we're ready to go to add a feature flag to our React project. So let's head over to the project that we have set up over in GitHub Codespaces. And you can see here that I have got a few statements that are commented out, which are going to be ones that you're going to need to add and can all be found in that sample code. So first things first, we're going to need to import the with DVC provider. So we're going to uncomment that from our React SDK. And then at the bottom of this app.js file, we are also going to need to add our environment key, which we grabbed from the previous screen. So you can see here our env key, and this is going to change depending on whether you're in staging, development, or production. And we're going to add DVC client with all of the extra env key information there. And we've set up a sample user in this app as well. Fantastic. So once we click save, we are ready for DevCycle to talk to our React app. But our feature isn't found here in our app.js. It's actually found over in our index.js. So let's head over there now. All right, so you can see I've got a couple of other things commented out here. The first one is our import of the use variable value from our SDK. That's where we're actually going to get what our value is for that Gmail integration variable on DevCycle. You can see here where we're actually defining that. We're setting the variable key we want to grab from DevCycle. We're setting the default value in case something goes wrong with the communication, and we're using the variable value based on the key and default value and creating that as a constant called Gmail integration enabled. Now, the last step that I'm going to need to do in here is right down here, which is my actual logic to enable or disable this feature on my development app. So I'm going to uncomment that, click save, and head over to my project to see what happens. So you'll notice there hasn't been a real change here, and that's because when we set up our initial targeting rules, we had it set up so that it would be off for all of our users, even when the flag was added. So let's head back over to DevCycle, head back up to our targeting environment of development and set that variation to on. Click save in the upper right-hand corner. And in real time, that Gmail integration is going to be added into our project so that all the users can see it. Now, maybe something's gone wrong with our feature and we want to turn it off for everybody. It's as simple as heading back over to DevCycle, changing to variation off, clicking save, and then you can see in real time that'll be turned off for all of our users. Now, you may be asking yourself, do I need to use the DevCycle UI to turn features on and off? Of course not. We've got a really powerful management API that will allow for you to do that within your own code and your own stack. So if you want to get started using feature flags with DevCycle, you can do that right away. All right, so we've completed step 1. We have created a feature. We've evaluated the variable. We've added it over here into our project. Our final step is going to be our viewing of results. So you can see this either on the banner at the very main page of DevCycle, or it's going to show up on the feature page as well. And you can click on this view results and it'll bring you over here to a features insights page, which is going to show you the total evaluation count of variables for variation on and variation off. Now, this might take a few minutes to populate when you're first getting started, but give it 5 or 10 minutes and you should start to see information rolling into the platform. So we've completed step 1, we've completed step 2, and we've completed step 3. Congratulations, you have added your first feature to a project using DevCycle. If you have any additional questions, feel free to drop into our Discord community, which you can find just at the very top of the DevCycle page here, which will show you how to join our Discord community. And you can also find that link in our docs. Thank you so much for watching and looking forward to seeing you around the DevCycle community. Bye-bye.